guys, and welcome to this week's studio vlog. This week is going to be done a little bit differently. For a start, we are not in the studio this week. We are on the sofa. And secondly, this week's studio vlog is starting on a Saturday. And not Saturday having just finished last week's studio vlog. No, we are starting on Saturday with this studio vlog going up Monday. It's been a bit of a rough week, unfortunately. I finished last week's studio vlog and started to get unwell, and have spent a lot of the week on the sofa and visiting doctors. I will get onto that in a little bit. So we've had a week of highs and we've had a week of lows. We have had a week of barely being in the studio. I have very much always said that I will show you the highs and lows of studio life. And this is it. So this is studio life when you are unwell. So we started Monday. Monday was always going to be a day off. I decided I was going to have Monday on the sofa, and I was just going to chill, relax. I was low on spoons last week, as you guys know. So I was going to have Monday relaxing, and I was going to do some design work on the laptop, which I did, and that was wonderful. I got a couple new bits and pieces sorted. I've got some new ideas to come to the store. Really excited for that. And I had a bit of a gripey tummy, just a bit of a sore tummy. And so, okay, fine. This happens from time to time. Lots of chronic illnesses, you get a bit of a sore tummy. Tuesday comes along and I wasn't going to be in the studio, so studio vlogs were going to start on Wednesday this week. So Tuesday, my sister was over, Michelle, Shell, Lela, Shelley. You'll hear all these names. They are the same person, it is my sister. So Shell was going to come over on Tuesday and we were spending the day together. So again, very little was going to get done because it was our catch-up day. However, on Monday evening, super exciting, I got my third sale. Phone went beep, I looked down and I get a sale from Sophie, who has purchased one of my, what did she purchase? Sorry, brain gone. She had purchased one of my Spoons notepads, if I have the Spoons notepad. Which was super exciting. That's where it all started actually. That was the first thing I ever designed for the business. So Tuesday morning I got to pack up my third order, which I absolutely couldn't believe. So I will show you me packing that up now, because who doesn't love packing an order? sent away on Tuesday, which was super exciting, which was pretty much what I got done on Tuesday. And again, my tummy was hurting a little bit more, and at this point I figured that maybe I had the start of a UTI, a water infection. So I took it a little bit easier, was drinking lots of water, try and flush it out. And then was intending on Wednesday to start the studio vlog for the week. And that was my plan. So I wake up Wednesday morning and my tummy really, really hurts, and I have a lot of symptoms of a water infection. So I speak to the doctor, who puts me in touch with Pharmacy First, who then gives me antibiotics. So onto the antibiotics I go, 3-day course. I have a UTI, I have a water infection. So, okay, 3 days worth of antibiotics. By Friday, I should be good. I can get on with a studio vlog. We can get in the studio. We can get a few things done. I have a few ideas that I would like to bring to the store, that I would like to start selling. So that's fine. We can start doing that. So onto those I go. In between that, I'm having a little look around because, again, I'm trying to... Sorry, you will notice that I am using my little LGM for dignity for both you and for me. I am very uncomfortable, as we will get to. My kidneys really hurt, so I'm currently not wearing a bra because it hurts too much on my kidneys. So I'm using the LGM for my dignity and for yours. Hence they're both snuggling it and protecting our dignities. Anyway, so I'm looking around trying to figure out, do I get a silhouette? Do I get a cricket? And I'm looking at getting these things in the Black Friday sales. And I'm figuring out which one's best. So after doing a whole ton of research, I figure out that the silhouette causes less technical problems. And I'm all for less technical problems because I'm not a techie person, and technology seems to have a personal hatred towards me. And I happen to be looking around on eBay to see if there's any offers or anything, or anybody getting rid of one. And I find a rescue silhouette. So there's somebody getting rid of a silhouette Cameo 3. And it has problems with loose rollers. And they're selling it for £35, which felt a little, I'll be honest with you, scammy. I honestly, there were so many red flags that I never for a second believed it was going to turn up. But for 35 quid, and for the sake of eBay comes with a whole load of different guarantees that if it doesn't turn up, they'll refund you anyway. I thought, well, why not? So I put it through, buy it now. It either turns up or it doesn't. So that was going on in the background. And lo and behold, now I am a little lost on days because it was rough, but I think that on Wednesday, that actually showed up. I will subtitle here what days this was when I figure it out because it's all logged on my camera. So I will put the footage in here of it showing up because I'm now the owner of a silhouette. I have a cutting machine. This is so exciting.
Extra plus nothing. Now it's back.
Is it safe? Still safe? Are you okay?
It's in a Tesco box. She just flipped it inside out.
Oh my god! It's oh my god! Do we need to check that? Sorry. You good? What's that? What's that? Okay, can I check? We good, yeah? Okay.
I must sniff it.
Are the drugs underneath?
If I say yes, do I get treats?
Okay, give me a sec. Here we go.
It'd be really interesting to find out what would happen if
There you go.
there actually were.
Let's check. You checked that already. Eek! I don't know. It wasn't. Oh, okay. We need to check inside.
I think she'd make a very good profile though.
Eek, Dodo. Eek, Dodo. Let me just go see if we can fix it. Yeah. Yeah. Go see if we can fix it. Good girl. Did you drug check it? Good girl. Yeah, you do your job. Good girl. Good girl. Yes. Good girl.
Why we have no idea.
Good girl. I don't know, but she's decided she's a drug dog. Good girl. Yeah. Yeah, good girl. So as you can see, after Fidget had thoroughly drug checked it to make sure that we were all safe. I don't know who trained her as a drug dog. We've had her since she was 9 weeks old. But she believes she's a drug dog. So after she had thoroughly checked it to make sure we were all safe, she allowed us to, investigate it ourselves. It switches on, it seems to work. We haven't got to run anything through it yet because honestly, I've been too poorly. But I am the owner of a Silhouette 3 and it's really exciting and I can't wait to play with it. I have a rescue, so we've got some work to do on it. We haven't, as I said, I've literally just switched it on to make sure it actually switched on. But other than that, I have a rescue, so I'm very much looking forward to that. So on Thursday morning, I wake up, antibiotics have been in the system, and the pain has spread to my left kidney. I think, okay, I've only been on the antibiotics for 24 hours, so we have to give these things a chance to work. But by the time I get to Thursday evening, the pain has spread to my right kidney. And I'm on 0 energy. So on Friday morning, I go back to the doctor's and the doctor confirms that, yes, I have a kidney infection, that the water infection has spread into both my kidneys. And now I have a kidney infection as well. That I'm unfortunate that it spread into both my kidneys because generally it only spreads into one. And I'm now on stronger antibiotics, Carmoxiclav, for a week. And hopefully that should clear the kidney infection. But it means that unfortunately the studio week has consisted of my one order, my third order, which I may not be receiving it, but I'm extremely excited for. So I've had a third order, my rescue Silhouette, which again, I'm so happy to have a new family member in the studio. I'll be looking forward to getting my hands onto that next week. I may have to buy a new rescue for it. So I have a laptop that runs off Chrome, and it turns out that the Silhouette software doesn't run off Chrome. My husband has a Windows Tower computer, but I don't want to have to sit in the office to do my work. I like my sofa, I like my comfort. So we're looking at picking up a very cheap rescue laptop, something that is old and dilapidated that nobody else wants, that's cheap, that literally can just run the Silhouette program, so I can still do things from the sofa. I'm not looking at anything expensive, so sorry, arguments going on in the background. So hopefully I can still do stuff from the sofa. Excuse me. So we may have to do something like that, but I'm really looking forward to having a play with that next week when I'm feeling a bit better. I did have a fourth order come through from the store. Someone had ordered a pair of my earrings, but unfortunately cancelled the order because she was unsure on colour choices for a friend. So I cancelled that order for her, but hopefully she'll be reordering later when she's made the decision on colour choices. But yeah, it's been a rough one this week. These things happen. It's sad that it's happened, and I've got ill the second week of opening. Is it the second week of opening, or am I still in my first week? Second week of opening the store, when I should really be in the throes of getting out there. I've done nothing on Instagram, so if you're following me over there, I'm really sorry. Nothing has shown up on your feed. because I just haven't had the energy. I've spent most of my day sleeping, to be perfectly honest. It's been rough, but hopefully the antibiotics will kick in and I'll start to feel a bit better and I'll be able to start doing more to the store. I'm really sorry if you can hear shouting. My husband and my youngest are having an argument in the background, so I apologise if you can hear that. Okay, so yeah, sorry that this has seemed like one big massive whinge fest. Just unfortunately this is how life goes sometimes, when, especially when we've kind of ran ourselves a little too thin. Unfortunately we do get ill. So right, I am going to call it here. It has been a very short one this week, but then we haven't done a lot in the studio. I have got a new task while I'm stuck on the sofa. I have got myself a new board. I have got myself some new threads, and I am going to have a go at some macrame. I'm going to try and create some little wristlet keychains. I'll see how that goes, and we'll see if I actually have the energy to do it, or whether I'm just going to curl up and fall asleep while watching other people's studio vlogs again, because I've been doing that a lot this week. Other than that, I will catch you guys up next week, where hopefully we will actually get to do some stuff in the studio. I don't know yet whether it's going to be a week or whether it's going to be a day. We will see how we feel, and it may be more towards the end of the week. Thank you for sticking with me if you have. As per usual, I would love it if you would hit the subscribe button for me. Not all weeks are going to be this sombre. Generally, I'm a lot more bouncier and energetic than this. Unfortunately, my kidneys have another story to tell this week. So if you could hit the subscribe button or leave me a comment below, just let me know that you're watching. I would really appreciate it. And I will see you guys for a much more, hopefully, energetic vibe next week. I'll see you next week, guys. Bye.